Tonight, WIS taking a closer look at a human trafficking case in Orangeburg County and the warning signs all of us need to be on the lookout for in our community.
This comes just a day after the state attorney general's office released its 2022 report on human trafficking.
On Friday, SLED agents charged 2 people for trafficking a minor. Alana Westbury of Bowman and John Williams of Orangeburg, both accused of trafficking the victim. Williams also faces a charge for criminal sexual conduct with a minor under the age of 11, and Westbury facing 3 counts of unlawful conduct toward a child.
Arrest warrants accuse Williams of soliciting the victim for, quote, commercial sex acts and allege that Westbury received money from Williams for these acts, either directly or indirectly. Nick Neville joins us live in Bowman. So, Nick, you spoke with a woman who knows Westbury. What was her reaction?
Yes, Greg. So Megan Cobb tells me that she's shocked and she never could have imagined that the person that she knew would be capable of something like this. The arrests of Alana Westbury and John Williams for human trafficking shaking up the small town of Bowman.
Be very vigilant and understanding that this is right in our backyards now, and it always has been. But it takes, voices, and it takes people coming out of these small towns to speak up on it because it's right here.
Megan Cobb first met Westbury when she was a teenager and says,
I'm just floored by what I'm finding out. I would think that if I was capable of doing something like she was doing, that I would probably not even be on social media. I would just be laying low and not bringing any attention to myself whatsoever.
Arrest warrants allege that Westbury and Williams were involved in trafficking from May until December, highlighting Attorney General Alan Wilson's point that these crimes are happening all over the state, even in places like this, with a population of about 1,000 people.
Human trafficking happens on Main Street here in South Carolina. It usually happens with close friends or family members, relatives, someone that knows the victim.
Shannon Vincent with Prisma Health treats patients that have been sexually abused or trafficked. She says it's important to remember that abuse can happen at any age, and warning signs are often simpler than you'd think.
Do they seem scared? Do they seem frightened? Do they not talk? And that is something when you think, well, maybe they're just a little shy. Well, if you're trying to have a conversation with them, just even basic kinds of things, and they're not talking to you, but they keep looking at the person that they're with. Maybe they're not allowed to go anywhere alone or by themselves. They always have to have somebody with them all the time.
Westbury was released on a $20,000 PR bond. Williams remains behind bars as his bond was denied on the criminal sexual conduct charge. A circuit court judge may set bond on that charge at a later date. Reporting in Bowman, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
Well, SLED said it could not comment on this case as the investigation is ongoing. However, a spokesperson for SLED tells WIS that anyone with information about the case or about any criminal behavior involving Westbury or Williams should contact the agency directly. The number to do that is 803-896-5591.